And lead has the privilege of raking in when they lose.
The grass is green, the sky clear and blue, and their aim, well, it's pretty much spot on.
Not too bad a shot, Marvin.
After being cooped up all winter, lawn bowling in the Cowichan Valley is back in full swing, and on a perfect spring day like this one, there's no better place to be.
Many times I'm out sort of standing on the edge waiting my turn to bowl, and I'll think, is there anything anywhere else I'd rather be right now? And other than with my grandchildren, the answer's no. I love it here.
The Cowichan Lawn Bowling Club was formed 15 years ago, and with 88 members, mostly over the age of 50, the club figures it's time to grow their membership and bring in some new blood.
As some of our members get older, life gets in the way of bowling, and we need replacements. You don't need a high level of skill or fitness to do it. I mean, all shapes and sizes, ages can do it very easily, and our coach will show you just how easily it is.
So they invited us to Duncan to try it out, something that's always good for a laugh when you're trying it for the first time. And of course, it was beginner's luck, at least for the first shot.
You do know if you beat me, you're in big trouble.
The first thing I learned here is that this is actually a bowl, not a ball. The center of gravity is off center, so you actually have to aim to the left or the right of the jack, which is the white ball, in order to compensate.
So to allow for the bias, I want you to aim at that metal fence post. Okay. It'll then curl in.
But from there, it was all downhill for me. I seemed to get farther from the jack each time. Oops, a little too much zip on that shot.
It takes some practice, but for most people, after learning to bowl, they'll get within 5-6 feet of it most of the time. A little too hard, but if you get a right wick, ooh, that's a good bowl.
For the most part, I did get it within 5 or 6 feet of the jack, but I definitely need more practice and maybe a few more lessons. But anyone can pick up the sport quite easily, including this 96-year-old who has been a member since the club started.
And she also 5-pin bowls twice a week, all winter.
We're winning. We're beating them, so.
There is some young blood here, though. 20-year-old Nolan Gears started here 8 years ago on a school trip and hasn't looked back.
Can I do that again? They just kept on dragging me down here, and a week later I went to provincials in Vancouver.
A week later?
A week later, I kid you not.
Then it was on to the nationals with just a couple of weeks' experience under his belt. But he admits his first impression of the sport wasn't how he sees it today.
It was an old person sport that, how could anyone enjoy this? Like, why would I want to spend my day on a green with a bunch of old people?
Old or young, or even just young at heart, there is a welcoming feeling here, regardless of your skill or, in my case, lack of skill. And with greens all over the South Island, you may just want to give it a shot. In Duncan, I'm Nikki Ewanyshyn.